Okay, this is a video concerning dealing with the cast iron skillets, and I came across the procedure where you use salt and water and boil it to get stuff out of the skillet that's hard to get out. Um, I don't know. Now the stuff that you see in there, I kind of scraped it out some. It's a lot of salt in here. But I don't know if I'm going to be ready to use this on a regular basis because I got a lot of salt. And I use salt for several things. But I'm going to try what I normally do. Is just, you try to stay away from getting the rust, things that causes the rust in the pans. And that's what I'm trying to get away from. So I'm going to try my regular method, which is just a soak, but I'm going to have to stop letting it soak so long. Because as long as I soak the cast iron, I can easily get the stuff out of the bottom. And, scrape it out, use the right Brillo pads or whatnot. But I'm going to try to use one that's softer than the harsher Brillo pads, because you do have the ones that don't scratch for the most part. They go kind of soft on whatever material you're using it on. So, but right here, like I said, I think it's going to be too much work for me. Now, this might work for somebody else. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because it's already boiled one time. But I give shots out to anybody that gives out the good information on the cast iron skillets, because it's much needed. Because I see a lot of people struggle with that. But if you take the time, what I'm saying is if you take the time to do the necessary things, and I'm probably going to have to get to a habit of rubbing the oil on the cast iron skillets on a regular basis. Maybe not on every use, after every use, but as soon as I see that the oil doesn't have a strong layer, then that's when I'm gonna be ready to put some more oil on there. But I'm the type of person that tries to get away from not having to. I use my skillets a lot, especially recently, but I try to get away from using products as much as possible. Now, regular soap. Now, I think if you put a decent layer of the oil, which I did 3 on my skillets. I might end up doing more because I got other skillets to do as far as all the way dealing with the rust. So once I get into the mode of doing those, I might still go ahead and put the other skillets that I've already done and put another layer or 2 or 3 on the cast iron skillets. Because I realize it's better if you do more than one layer for sure. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff out of this pan and come back. And I also just wanted to put this out here that's how heavily I use salt, table salt, because I do not use table salt to cook with. So, but even on that note, I just don't think I'm going to be using the salt method, except for maybe every now and then. Now, what I was using to cook in the pan, that it was that much debris, stuff that needed to be out, it was a cheese sauce. So, that cheese can get really tough to get out. But yeah. So basically, that's the salt that's left over. I might have used probably more than I needed to. I got kind of happy on the salt. But I do, like I said, I use a lot of salt for a lot of different things, including in, mouth wise, oral health. So, you know what I'm saying? And I use it daily. I use salts for something daily. So it's not like I don't have it. And it's not like I don't buy it in large quantities, but I just think that if I can get to something where I can just soak the pan like I've been doing for years, but it's just a point that in my situation, that's what really causes the rust, even though it comes on the outside too. But sometimes it's where when you have the pan sitting and the water runs down up under the pan, and so while it's sitting for a certain length of time, that water causes the rust down on the bottom too. But I'm at the point where I'm really gonna deal with these cast iron pans and go heavy on the upkeep. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this and finish the video. Now, before I actually go in and give it a quick scrub, this is the result of me using, I really just used a spatula to get it out, to, you know, put some pressure on it, but it wasn't that bad after I boiled it. And I'm gonna come back with the, after I do a quick scrub, soft scrub. And I'm gonna notice that it still keeps the layer of the oil, but I'll probably still put some oil on here, on this go around. Now this is the result of doing a slight scrub, which I didn't have to go in real hard because I'd already boiled the salt on the stove at a pretty high temperature and let it boil for a little, you know, it was already hot before it even reached the boil. And like I said, I pushed the debris with the spatula instead of a Brillo pad at the time. So, but I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I can use my skillet maybe twice a day. And like I say, I rotate. Instead of, I had a skillet that I could have used, one of my other skillets, but I just felt like going ahead and getting this cheese out from the bottom. But if, you know, it could be a good procedure for somebody to use. But like I said, I'm going to use what I normally use on a regular basis. Because like I said, instead of me letting it soak for long periods of time, I might just let it soak for, you know, try to get to it as soon as possible. Because like I said, in my point of view, this would be too much salt for me to use on as much as I use skillets. Because I can use skillets for just regular breakfast food, or even just like I say right now, I'm using it to make a cheese sauce. So that's not considered breakfast food. So, you know, for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever, I might end up having something that I need to make another serving of the same dish. Because I went on and ate it up. But anyway, like I said, right now, it could use a layer of oil, but if I don't put it on right now, it might not be a big deal. I think I'm going to go ahead and wait and see what the results is from me not putting a layer of oil on it, since I just got through doing this pan a few days ago. So, but anyway, like I said, I give shots out to people giving out different advice on this, and it's really coming in handy, and it will make it easier with these cast iron skillets. It'll make life a lot easier. All right.